Hey everyone, today we're going to be checking out the Mooer Preamp Model X. What you heard in the opening clip was the Mooer's EVH5150 distortion channel boosted with the Highwind Direwolf into the ML SoundLab Mega OS Rugged impulse response. For the guitars in this demo, I'm going to be using my PRS S2 Satin 24. This one's currently tuned to drop C with Winspear's 11.5 to 62 gauge drop set. The pickups in this one are the Seymour Duncan Pegasus in the bridge position and the Seymour Duncan Sentient in the neck. Before I get any further in this video, I'd like to mention this is not sponsored in any way. I purchased this pedal out of my own pocket. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this thing. The Mooer Preamp Model X is a preamp and cabinet simulator pedal, expanding on Mooer's previously released pedals such as the Preamp Live and the Micro Preamps. Let's hear a couple of these amp models. This first one's going to be the Carol, which is based on a 2-rock Coral. Now let's jump to the complete other end of the spectrum and hear the US Gold 100. This is based on a Friedman BE 100. So the main thing that drew me to this pedal was the price. This came to £126, including tax and shipping from Music Productive in Germany. What really sets this unit apart from other modelers at its price bracket is its ability to load amp captures. The Preamp Model X is compatible with Mooer's MNRS files. This means you're able to download captures of real-life amplifiers, cabinets, and even distortion pedals. While this pedal doesn't have the capabilities to capture amps itself, you're able to load captures from the GE Labs app. You're also able to browse their website for other users' captures. This pedal also has the ability to load third-party impulse responses, which is a massive bonus. I'll be hopping over to the desktop editor and showing you how all of these features work in detail later on in this video. So let's get into why I bought mine. I'm currently in the process of building a pedal board. I figured for pedal demos it'd make much more sense to load them into an amp modeler pedal rather than plugins, as this means that I can use post effects like delay and reverb without the need for a reamp box. The Preamp Model X is also super pedalboard friendly. It takes its power from a single 300 mA 9V output. And it's also got a pretty small form factor. This fits pretty much exactly what I'd want from an amp and cabinet simulator. It's got a great 5150 model, and it's got the ability to load third-party IRs, which makes it massively powerful in my setup. The controls on this pedal are super stripped down. You've got gain, bass, middle, treble, and level. The gain controls your overall saturation, the level controls the output, and the bass, middle, and treble is your EQ section. There's also a save button. You can tap this to scroll through presets, you can hold it to write your changes to the current preset, or you can press the channel B and the save button at the same time to enable and disable your cabinet section. Let's dive into a quick EQ demo with the 5150 model. There are 28 amp models in this unit, a clean tone and a dirty tone from 14 different amplifiers. This makes it far more versatile than the similarly priced Mooer Preamp line. The channel switch button on the Mooer Preamp Model X can be configured however you like. As stock, it's set for the blue amps to be clean on channel A and driven with an overdrive pedal on channel B. The purple amps are also clean on channel A, but they're using the amps drive channel for channel B. When you tap both of the channel buttons at the same time, the lights will flash, indicating that you're in scroll mode. In scroll mode, you can use the channel A button to scroll up through the presets and the channel B button to scroll down. Once you've chosen your preset, wait 2 seconds and it will load the preset. From there, you can use the 2 channel buttons as expected. I'm going to do a brief run through of a couple of my favourite amp models, then I'll hop over to the desktop editor and show you how I'd configure this one for my own needs. The desktop editor is above and beyond what I expected from this pedal. All tones in this device can be edited over a USB-C connection. Simply plug one end into your computer, the other end into your pedal, load up Mooer Studio and you're away. From here you're able to manage your presets, load IRs, load captures, and even tweak your tones. First up though, something pretty important. You want to hit this sun icon and that will change it over to dark mode. This editor is where I like to dive in deep and really configure the pedal to suit my needs best. I like to set mine up to have a super glassy clean tone like a Fender Twin on channel A, and then a more mean high gain tone like a Dual Rec on channel B. So let's hear how that sounds. Downloading amps for this unit is super easy. You can download a bunch of them from the Mooer website, then install them onto your device using the Preamp Model X app. I'm going to load up just a very small selection of amps just to show you how it works. We're going to be checking out a Mezzo Trinity and an Engel Savage. Loading impulse responses is pretty much the same deal, though the world of IRs is much wider, as the Mooer Preamp Model X is capable of loading any wave IRs that are 44.1 kHz and 24-bit. Unfortunately, there are no user slots for IRs and amp captures in this unit, so when you load them in, you've got to choose which of the stock models you wish to replace. Anyway, let's hear how it sounds with a few different IRs. I've got 3 different ML SoundLab impulse responses loaded on this one, so let's check them out. I chose the Volt Mix Current, the Gent Mix Tight, and the OS Mix Rugged. I want to do a quick test to see how well this pedal reacts to external drive pedals. I'm hoping they've designed it around this, as it's built for a pedal board format. The pedals I'll be using for this are the Muslady Clone, a Websmurfer Big Muff, and the Zander SiClone. Now for a bit of a special one. This Highwind Direwolf is on loan to me from my good friend Liam. This pedal is truly magical. All of the flubby low end and the non-articulate highs are taken care of. Let's first hear if it can tighten up something like the dual rec into something modern and usable, then we'll hear it on an already tight amp like the BE100. Lastly, I want to touch on this pedal's hidden feature. Despite the fact that this is a pedal heavily marketed towards guitar players, the ability to load third-party amp captures means it is also able to be used on bass. I apologise for my incredibly guitarist approach to bass, but for this last clip I'm going to be using the Squier Affinity Jag bass. Now for a bit of criticism. One fatal flaw that I found is you're only able to control the cabinet choice through the desktop editor. At this point in time, you're able to load 3 different cabinets into the unit, but unless you're taking a laptop to gigs, you'll only be able to access one of them. I really would have liked to see the cabinet choice get written to the preset. This might be fixed with a future update, but until then, it's going to stick as a massive downer on an otherwise stellar pedal. So that's it, thank you for sticking around to the end. This pedal has been super fun to demo and I'm excited to integrate it into my board. If you'd like to see me do a run through of every single amplifier in this pedal, let me know in the comments section and I'll get to it in a future video. Likewise, if there's anything I missed at all, just let me know and I'll cover it. That's all for this one.